Moonlit Reverie. As the sun began its graceful descent beyond the horizon, Moonlight Hollow awoke in a serene transition, ushering in the evening with a tender embrace. The air, warm and gentle, filled the space between the tall, whispering pines that bordered the quaint village. Each rustle of the leaves created a gentle lullaby, a soothing backdrop to the night's enchanting melody. The cobblestones, glimmering under the soft glow of new night, seemed to whisper secrets long forgotten. Each stone held stories from years past, as though they had eagerly absorbed the echoes of dreams and footsteps that had touched them. In the distance, the ambient sounds of the surrounding forest played like a soft symphony. The subtle crooning of crickets harmonized with the soft calls of owls waking to the night. The gentle wind caressed the trees, forming an orchestra of natural sounds that wove through the streets of Moonlight Hollow. As the evening settled in, a gentle mist began to rise, adding a layer of mystique to the scene. The town itself came alive in its own quiet way, with the Moonlit Market at its center. Lights twinkled like stars fallen to earth, casting a magical glow over the market, stalls adorned with vibrant cloths and delicate trinkets. The market hummed softly, fostering a sense of wonder as visitors strolled leisurely, each step slower and softer than the last. In this peaceful haven, time seemed to unspool gently, allowing the spirit to breathe, to unwind. Inhale deeply and let the crispness of twilight fill your lungs. Feel any tension drift away with each exhale, as though the cool night itself is taking away the troubles of the day. Now, with your body relaxed, listen closely. Feel the invitation of Moonlight Hollow. The evening holds a promise, a gentle urging to explore, to discover, and to dream. Let your senses guide you through this enchanting village, where every sound, sight, and scent begins the dance of dreams waiting to unfold. As the first stars began to twinkle in the deepening sky overhead, a figure emerged from the cool shadows, stepping softly yet with purpose onto the glimmering cobblestones. This was Caelum, a mysterious traveler whose journey had led him to the heart of Moonlight Hollow. The light breeze tousled his hair as he surveyed the scene before him, his eyes reflecting the enchantment that enveloped the village. With each step, Caelum felt the pulse of the town echo through him, an invitation to uncover the secrets that waited in the corners of this mystical place. The scent of freshly baked goods wafted through the air, drawing him toward a quaint little bakery nestled between two larger shops. The tantalizing aroma of warm pastries was like a siren's song, beckoning him to enter. As he approached, the shop window caught his eye, showcasing an array of enchanting treats shimmering in the soft glow of the fairy lights. Each pastry seemed to tell its own story, delicately crafted and bursting with color, promising to delight those who dared to taste. The gentle tinkling of a bell announced his arrival as he stepped through the door, ushering in the warmth of the bakery. Inside, the air was thick with a sense of comfort, the kind that wrapped around you like a beloved quilt. Caelum spotted Aurora, the kind-hearted baker, her hands skillful and graceful as she mixed enchanting ingredients that shimmered softly. Flour danced in the air like fairy dust, catching the light and creating an ethereal atmosphere that felt alive with possibilities. He could see her deep concentration as she molded the dough with care, her smile radiating warmth as she worked. "Ah, welcome, dear traveler," Aurora called, her voice a soothing melody. "What brings you to our little nook of dreams tonight?" Caelum felt a sense of ease wash over him, a feeling that here, in this magical bakery, he could let his guard down. "I've come to experience the wonders of Moonlight Hollow and perhaps discover a dream I've lost along the way," he replied, his voice filled with curiosity. Aurora's eyes sparkled with understanding, holding a depth of wisdom that seemed to transcend time. "Ah, dreams are like the pastries I craft. They need just the right elements to take shape. Would you care to assist me? Together, we might just uncover something special." Eager to dive into this adventure, Caelum stepped closer, captivated by the rhythm of Aurora's baking routine. As she began to blend the magical ingredients, he watched in awe the sweet symphony of flavors melding effortlessly together. The warmth of the ovens provided a gentle hum, and the soft sounds of the market outside became a soothing backdrop. The enticing sight of flour dusting Aurora's apron, and the delicate way she molded the dough drew him further into her world. Each twist and fold seemed to carry a whisper of dreams waiting to be revealed, and Caelum felt himself being drawn deeper into the comforting embrace of Moonlight Hollow. As Caelum moved closer, the delightful scents enveloped him, with hints of cinnamon and vanilla swirling through the air, wrapping around him like a familiar embrace. "What delightful creations are you making?" he asked, unable to hide his excitement as he leaned over the counter, eyes wide with anticipation. Aurora smiled knowingly, the light dancing in her eyes. "Tonight, I'm crafting enchanted pastries that help awaken the dreams of those who partake in them. Each one carries a sprinkle of moonlight, believed to draw forth the dreams long hidden in the recesses of the heart." She elegantly kneaded the dough, her fingers deftly rolling and shaping it with a grace that seemed almost magical. Caelum's heart quickened at the thought of tasting something so extraordinary. "Can I help?" he urged. Aurora raised an eyebrow playfully, handing him a small bowl filled with shimmering sugar that sparkled like stars when caught in the warm glow of the bakery. "Of course. Here, sprinkle this with care. Each pinch holds a spark of magic. You'll need to channel your own dreams into it as you go." Caelum took the bowl with reverence, feeling the cool texture of the sugar against his palm. He closed his eyes for a moment, allowing his thoughts to drift back to the dreams he had treasured so deeply. What wondrous aspirations had been buried under the weight of his journey. With each delicate sprinkle, he envisioned those dreams unfurling, shimmering with possibilities, their whispers blending into the warm, inviting atmosphere of the bakery. As they worked side by side, Aurora shared tales of Moonlight Hollow, each story woven with nostalgia and joy. This village has a magic all its own, she mused. Every night, under the glow of the moon, the cobblestones hold the echoes of countless dreams waiting to be awakened. Caelum felt a swell of connection to this vibrant place. The laughter of children playing in the distance, the lovers strolling hand in hand, and the soft chatter of market goers blending into the warm, enveloping night. It was as if the entire village breathed in unison, inviting him deeper into its embrace. Sometimes, Aurora continued, dusting her hands with flour, dreams can feel lost, but with a little care and attention, they can be reignited. Just like these pastries, they can be transformed into something beautiful. Caelum nodded, inspired by her words. He could feel the energy between them growing, as if they were crafting not just treats, but a bridge that connected his past dreams to the possibilities of tomorrow. With each movement, he became more attuned to the magic of this moment, the warmth of the dough blending with the hope in his heart. Just as they finished shaping the last pastry, a soft chime echoed from the entrance of the bakery, drawing their attention away from their creation. In stepped a whimsical figure, cloaked in deep shades of indigo, her eyes sparkling with mischief and mirth. This newcomer had an aura about her, as if she too carried secrets of dreams tucked away in her pockets. Caelum's breath caught the air shifted, and he felt the magic of Moonlight Hollow swirl and dance around them like fireflies. Aurora turned to the newcomer with a knowing smile. Elara, just in time. We were about to unlock a wondrous dream. With that simple statement, Caelum sensed that this was no ordinary encounter. It was a moment filled with the promise of discovery, where dreams and destinies would intertwine under the watchful gaze of the night sky. Alara stepped into the soft light of the bakery, her laughter ringing like chimes in the evening air. A cascade of silken ribbons poured from her cloak, each one reflecting the glow of the fairy lights like strands of stardust. "Unlock a wondrous dream, you say," she replied, her voice a melodic whisper that seemed to invite the night itself to join their gathering. How delightful. I can already feel the magic shimmering in the air. With a graceful motion, she moved to a corner of the room where books lined the shelves, their spines imbued with an otherworldly glow. Caelum observed her curiously, sensing the weight of stories and secrets amongst the tomes. "What do you seek?" he asked, captivated by her presence. Alara turned, her eyes shining with a playful sparkle. "I seek the essence of dreams that have long been hidden, waiting patiently for their time to be unveiled. Tonight, we will weave tales into these pastries, transforming them into vessels of forgotten aspirations." Aurora nodded in agreement, brushing her flour-dusted hands together. "Exactly. Each pastry needs a story, a sprinkle of joy, a dash of nostalgia. Each bite will transport the consumer into the heart of their own dreams." Caelum felt an exhilarating rush of anticipation. "How do we begin?" he asked, eager to be part of this enchanting endeavor. Alara smiled, her fingers brushing over the books, as if they held the answers. "We'll find the right tale to match each pastry, infusing them with memories and dreams to help awaken what's dormant within." Together, the trio dove into the shelves, reaching for tomes filled with stories of adventure, love, and profound discovery. Alara carefully selected a book adorned with silver stars and flowing script that shimmered like the night sky. "This one," she declared, dusting off the cover with a flourish. "It tells of a long-lost dreamer who discovered the courage to chase her heart beneath a silver moon. I believe it will blend wonderfully with the pastries." As Alara read aloud, her voice wove a tapestry of vivid imagery, each word wrapping around them like a warm embrace. Caelum felt drawn into the tale, the rhythm of Alara's storytelling resonating within him. He envisioned the dreamer standing under the moonlight, her heart brimming with wishes, her spirit unyielding despite the odds. Aurora chimed in, adding her own flourishes to the story, using the rhythm of baking to punctuate the narrative as she prepared the ovens. The heat blossomed like the warmth of the hearth, sealing their intentions into the pastries. As the last bits of flour settled, Alara shared snippets of her own dreams, flickering like fireflies around them. "I once dreamed of exploring the stars, of dancing on clouds and painting the sky," she mused. "Perhaps our pastries could also carry a taste of the cosmos." With laughter echoing through the bakery, Caelum realized that they were not merely crafting pastries, they were crafting dreams in the shape of delectable delights. Each story they wove transformed the atmosphere, embracing them all with a sense of connection, purpose, and magic. As they continued their joyful collaboration, the pastries began to rise, their forms coming alive under the energy of hope and creativity. Caelum's heart swelled with a profound sense of gratitude as he found himself intertwining his own dreams into this tapestry of magic, alongside the heartfelt wishes of his new friends. Outside, the moon shone brighter, illuminating the path ahead, whispering promises of the dreams they were destined to awaken and the adventures yet to come. Little did Caelum know, the coming moments would lead to revelations that would change everything he thought he knew about dreams, destiny, and the magic that lay at the heart of Moonlight Hollow. As the bakery filled with the warm, sweet scent of rising dough, a soft hush settled over the trio, each of them caught in the embrace of their shared dreams. The flickering candlelight cast playful shadows on the walls, their dances a visual representation of the dreams swirling around them, mingling with the gentle cadence of Alara's voice. Now Alara began, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "As these pastries rise, we must infuse them with an intention. Dreams cannot merely exist, they must be called forth and nurtured." She grabbed a pinch of moonlit sugar from the counter and held it in her palm, letting it shimmer in the soft light. Imagine the dream that you wish to awaken, Caelum. What do you wish to discover? Caelum pondered, the weight of her question settling gently on his heart. Memories of distant hopes and aspirations drifted back to him, flickering like stars in the twilight sky of his mind. I wish to feel the freedom of adventure, to unearth the courage buried within me, he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. Alara nodded, her expression one of encouragement and understanding. Then let us pour that essence into our crafts. As we shape these pastries, let each fold and twist resonate with the strength of your desires. Aurora, nodding in agreement, began to craft a new batch of dough, her movements fluid and rhythmic. Continue the story, Alara. Let's channel the dreamer's journey into these creations, she encouraged. Alara smiled brightly and resumed reading from the book, her voice weaving a tapestry of adventure through the room. Our dreamer floated through the cosmos, losing herself among the stars. She met whispers of the wind who taught her the value of courage. The imagery ignited their imagination, and soon the three were caught up in a blend of their own stories, dreams, and the magic of Moonlight Hollow. Caelum found inspiration in their collaboration, his hands working the dough with a newfound zeal. He thought of wide-open skies, far-off lands, and the joy of pursuing the unknown. With each push and pull of the pastry, he infused it with dreams of exploration, courage, and the thrill of becoming. As Alara continued, she paused occasionally to add her own whimsical thoughts, illustrating the dreamer's journey of self-discovery and strength. Her heart became a compass, guiding her through the stars, where every glimmer held a secret waiting to be unlocked. With each new detail added, the atmosphere thickened with magic, weaving their hopes and dreams into something tangible. The dough felt alive in his hands, pulsing with the energy of everything they wished to create. Finally, Aurora gently placed finished pastries into the warm embrace of the oven, the heat washing over them in waves of comforting warmth. Now we wait, she said, folding her arms with a soft smile. While these pastries are baking, let us gather our thoughts. Visualize what your dreams will look like when they're unlocked. Caelum leaned against the counter, his heart full. The warm glow of the bakery, combined with the stories and camaraderie, painted a beautiful scene in his mind's eye. He felt a sense of unity with Aurora and Alara as they momentarily basked in the glow of shared purpose, a deep understanding forming a web of connection among them. But just as anticipation began to pulse in the air, a dull thud echoed from the shop door, a soft knock that interrupted their moment. The bell chimed, and in that quiet moment, the door creaked open, causing the warm glow within to spill into the cool night. Standing poised at the entrance was a figure whose silhouette was framed by the shimmering moonlight, their features shrouded in mystery. The soft sound of footsteps on the cobblestones drew the trio's attention, and an unspoken curiosity thrummed in the air, intertwining with the enchanting atmosphere of the bakery. Caelum felt the magic shift slightly, filling the room with anticipation as they all turned toward the newcomer, wondering what secrets this unexpected arrival might weave into their enchanted evening. The figure stepped forward into the warm light of the bakery, revealing a young woman with flowing silver hair that glimmered like moonbeams. Her deep emerald eyes sparkled with wonder as they flicked from Caelum to Aurora, and then back to Alara, a bright smile dancing on her lips. "I could smell the magic from outside," she exclaimed, her voice pleasant and lyrical, like a gentle breeze. "Welcome," Aurora greeted, genuinely delighted. "You've arrived just in time. We're crafting pastries infused with dreams. What brings you to Moonlight Hollow?" The woman stepped further inside, shaking off the cool mist that clung to her cloak. "My name is Lyra," she introduced herself, her gaze alight with curiosity. "I'm a traveler, wandering in search of the stories whispered by the night. I heard tales of a magical bakery that could awaken dreams and couldn't resist the call." Caelum felt a spark ignite within him. "You're in the right place then. We just began creating dream-infused pastries to help reveal our hopes," he said enthusiastically, inviting her to join them. "Join us," urged Alara, her excitement palpable. "The night is still young, and stories are meant to be shared. Do you have a dream you wish to awaken?" Lyra's eyes shone as she considered their invitation. "I have always dreamed of creating music that dives deep into the hearts of those who listen, melodies that evoke memory and wonder." Her voice rang with sincerity, stirring something within Caelum. "Then sit with us," Aurora offered, leading her to a spot at the counter. "Tell us your story as we continue to craft these pastries. Your melody can be our guiding star." As Lyra began to share tales from her travels, stories of distant lands, lush forests alive with song, and the feeling of her voice melding with the wind, Caelum and the others listened intently. Each word painted vivid images in the air, and the atmosphere grew even more vibrant with the energy of their individual dreams. Inspired, Alara suggested, "Let's create a special pastry just for you, Lyra. One that captures the essence of the music you wish to share with the world." Her eyes sparkled with mischief as she grabbed a new batch of dough. With shared laughter and creativity, Alara, Aurora, and Caelum combined ingredients, taking inspiration from Lyra's enchanting stories. They infused the dough with fragrant herbs that sparkled like gems, and added a touch of honey to sweeten the melodies that Lyra longed to share. "Each layer will represent a note, and every spark of flavor will be a lyric," Alara said as they worked together, the bakery resonating with their combined excitement. "I've always believed that music binds us," Lyra mused, her words floating through the air like silken threads. "Just as the moon commands the waves, so too can a melody stir the hearts of those who hear it." As they crafted Lyra's pastry, the room filled with warmth and camaraderie. A symphony of laughter and collaboration echoing through the bakery. The enchanted atmosphere deepened, anchoring each of their stories in shared experience, and soon every pastry they shaped twinkled with the essence of their collective aspirations. Finally, with Lyra's music-inspired creation nestled among the baked wonders, a hush fell over the group as they awaited the moment when the pastries would emerge from the oven, golden and ready to unlock their dreams. And just then, as if the universe had aligned perfectly, the sweet scent of freshly baked pastries wafted through the air, enveloping them in warmth and anticipation. The door to new possibilities creaked open wider, paving the way for dreams that awaited their awakening, as the moon cast its gentle glow upon their shared magic in Moonlight Hollow. As the aroma of baking pastries filled the air, Aurora rose to check on their creations. With careful hands, she opened the oven door, releasing a rush of warmth and an enchanting burst of sweetness that enveloped them all. The golden pastries emerged, glistening with a sheen that caught the light and sparkled like tiny gems. Each one bore the imprints of their collective dreams, shaped by laughter and shared stories. "Look," Aurora exclaimed, her voice bursting with delight. "They're perfect. Each pastry radiates such vibrant energy." Alara leaned in closer, eyes wide with anticipation. "I can feel the magic swirling in the room. They're not just pastries, they're portals to our wishes." Lyra clapped her hands in excitement, her silver hair catching the glow of the bakery like a halo. "I can't wait to taste them. I'm sure they'll inspire melodies that have yet to be sung." Feeling a sense of unity among them, Caelum reached out to take one of the delicately shaped pastries. It glowed softly in his hand, warm and inviting, and he could almost hear whispers of the dreams it held. "Let's share our creations and see what comes forth," he suggested, a gentle thrill igniting within him. With cautious enthusiasm, they each selected a pastry, holding it close as they gathered around a small table adorned with flickering candles. The soft light added an intimate glow to the room, wrapping them in a cocoon of warmth and friendship. "On the count of 3, Alara said playfully, glancing at the others, "we taste and channel our dreams into the night." The group nodded in agreement, excitement bubbling in the air. 1, 2, 3, they chimed in unison, bringing the pastries to their lips. As they took their first bites, a symphony of flavors flooded their senses. The sweetness of honey, the vibrant zing of herbs, and the warm embrace of the dough danced lightly upon their tongues, creating a sensation unlike anything they had ever experienced. Suddenly, the bakery filled with a luminous glow, the warmth radiating from within as the pastries began to shimmer and resonate. Each bite sparked a cascade of wondrous visions, illuminating the fabric of their dreams. Caelum felt himself transported to open skies, where he soared freely above mountains. Aurora envisioned herself in a bustling market, where every corner held the promise of adventure. Alara found herself swirling among the stars, her laughter mingling with the celestial music of the cosmos. And Lyra, in that moment, was enveloped by the sound of her melodies, notes flowing like a gentle stream through a sun-drenched meadow. The connection among them deepened, the magic of the moment weaving their dreams together, no longer separate, but intertwined like threads in a tapestry. With every savory bite, they uncovered pieces of their hearts, illuminated by the joy of sharing their innermost aspirations. As the last of the pastries were devoured, an enchanting silence fell upon them. They exchanged looks, whimsical smiles painting their faces, each heart swelling with a renewed sense of purpose and belonging. "What will we do now?" Caelum asked, his eyes brightening with possibilities. Lyra beamed, her spirit sparking with inspiration. "Let's create a song. I can feel the energy of our dreams flowing through me, and I want to share it with the world." Aurora clapped her hands, nodding enthusiastically. "Yes, let's celebrate the magic of Moonlight Hollow. We can invite others to join us, weaving our melodies and stories into something beautiful." Alara twirled in delight, her skirts swirling like the night sky around her. "Then let us prepare. The night is still ours to embrace, and together we will enchant all who hear." With laughter bubbling forth, they agreed to venture outside the bakery, united by their passions and dreams, ready to share their newfound magic with the sleeping town. The moon shone brightly overhead, illuminating the cobblestone streets as if marking the path to infinite possibilities. As they stepped out into the cool night air, Caelum breathed in deeply, filled with a sense of belonging and excitement. Moonlight Hollow lay before them, shimmering under a blanket of stars, a canvas waiting, just as their hearts did, for the stories yet to be told and the dreams waiting to be awakened. With a shared glance full of determination and joy, Caelum, Aurora, Alara, and Lyra stepped onto the cobblestone streets of Moonlight Hollow, their hearts resonating with a vibrant pulse of creativity and eagerness. The night hummed with potential, as if the very air around them was alive with the promise of dreams waiting to be born. The soft glow of the moon cast silvery light over the village, illuminating the sleepy cottages and the whispering trees that seemed to lean closer, intrigued by their spirited gathering. As they walked down the path, the gentle sound of rustling leaves formed a natural melody that harmonized with their footsteps, guiding them toward the heart of the village, where the Moonlit Market thrummed with a quiet energy. "Let's find a space where our song can carry," Lyra suggested, her eyes twinkling with excitement as she tilted her head, listening to the night. "Somewhere people can feel the magic and join our celebration." "I know just the place," Aurora replied with an enthusiastic nod. "There's a small clearing in the park just beyond the market. It's often where stories are shared under the stars." As they made their way through the village, the soft glow from the lampposts created a path of enchanting light. They passed a few sleepy vendors, their stalls adorned with trinkets and treasures, But tonight the focus was on the magic they carried within. When they reached the park, they found the clearing bathed in moonlight, a natural stage embraced by ancient trees. It felt as though the very essence of Moonlight Hollow was alive, eager to witness the sharing of their collective dreams. Without hesitating, Lyra stepped into the center, her presence radiating warmth and enthusiasm. "This is perfect," she exclaimed, spinning around in delight. "It feels like the heart of the night is right here." With a quick nod of agreement, Alara and Aurora moved to form a circle around her, while Caelum stepped a few paces back, taking in the moment as inspiration coursed through him. He felt the gentle pull of the moon's energy, beckoning them to create something truly special. "Now let's weave our dreams and melodies," Lyra began, her voice ringing clear in the night, echoing softly among the trees. She began to hum a gentle tune that floated through the air like a soft caress, inviting everyone to join in. The notes seemed to shimmer in the moonlight, awakening the magic of their surroundings. Alara added her voice, harmonizing beautifully as she twirled slightly, her dress flowing like the essence of the night sky. "Follow your dreams," she sang, her words gliding through the air, and Caelum felt compelled to join them. With the encouragement from the vibrant energy surrounding him, he stepped closer, letting his voice meld with Lyra's and Alara, creating a soothing rhythm that danced through the warmth of the night. Aurora clapped her hands and brought a beat into their song, guiding them all with her playful energy. "Dreams are like stars, twinkle and bright, chasing them together will light up the night." The melody echoed into the stillness, gently pulling in the stars above as if they were listening, inviting them to join the magic. One by one, whispers spread through the village, beckoning sleepy neighbors to draw near, captivated by the enchanting sound wafting through the air. Encouraged by the growing audience, each note woven into the fabric of their communal hopes, the song began to swell with joyful energy. Moonlight Hollow transformed into a haven of dreams and stories shared, a space where aspirations intertwined like the branches of the ancient trees that stood guard. With smiles wide and hearts full, Caelum felt an exhilarating rush of belonging, bathed in the glow of their unity, and the realization washed over him. Tonight was simply a beginning. The magic they wove together would ripple through the night and beyond, igniting dreams far and wide. And as they sang into the night, Moonlight Hollow didn't just reflect their dreams. It became a living testament to the extraordinary power of hope, friendship, and the undying magic of stories yet to be told. As their voices wove together into a harmonious tapestry of sound, a gentle breeze swept through the clearing, unfurling like a dancer across the open space. It whispered through the leaves, echoing with notes of encouragement that seemed to lift their spirits even higher. The stars above blinked brightly, twinkling in rhythm with the song, as if the universe itself was joining them in their celebration. One by one, more villagers emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting melody. Faces lit with curiosity and joy, they gathered outside the perimeter of the clearing, creating a warm circle of engagement. Elders leaned on canes, children held hands, and lovers shared soft smiles as they settled in to listen, mesmerized by the magic unfolding before them. Caelum felt a swell of pride and excitement bloom within him. Each person who arrived added a layer of energy to their performance, transforming it into a communal celebration of dreams. Sensing this connection, Lyra closed her eyes and let the melody guide her, improvising a verse about the harmony born from their gathering. With every note, we break the silence. As dreams unite, we find our balance. In the heart of Moonlight Hollow, we sing, awakening the light that hope can bring. Alara, inspired by Lyra's words, twirled gracefully, her voice blending seamlessly into the rising crescendo. Together we stand, hearts intertwined, the magic of dreams in the stories we find. Whether near or afar, let love be the key. With each note we share, we're truly free. The audience began to sway gently, mirroring the ebb and flow of their voices. Aurora joined in with a joyous dance, her laughter ringing bright like a bell. She encouraged the villagers to partake in the creation of their song, inviting them to echo familiar phrases and sweeter notes. "Repeat after me," she called out, and soon the crowd joined in, their voices blending into the chorus, transforming their performance into a rich tapestry woven from many hearts. Suddenly, the night grew still as the vibrations of their song filled the air with potency and warmth. The light from the moon illuminated the clearing even more, bathing them in a soft glow that felt almost sacred. They could sense the petals of hope blooming around them, reaching out to touch every soul present. Caelum's heart raced as he watched the faces of the villagers glow with inspiration and delight. He took a deep breath, feeling the magic coursing through him, and added his own sentiment, pouring his essence into the music. In Moonlight Hollow, we share our dreams. Together we rise, stronger than it seems. From the depths of our hearts, let the music soar, uniting our voices forevermore. With that, the song reached its climax, a powerful swell of sound and light cascading through the clearing. It felt as if the very air was imbued with their shared dreams, pushing against the boundaries of reality, inviting the night to embrace their aspirations fully. As the final notes lingered in the air like sweet perfume, a deep silence enveloped them, mingling with the soft rustle of the trees and the distant sound of the river. In that precious moment, no words were needed. Their hearts communicated a profound understanding, a shared recognition of hope, love, and the magic they had conjured together. The villagers erupted into cheers, their claps and laughter echoing through Moonlight Hollow, creating a chorus of joy. Lyra, with tears glimmering in her eyes, looked at each of her friends, feeling the depth of the experience they had collectively created. "Tonight will be remembered," she said softly, "not just for the song, but for the heart and soul we brought to life together. We've awakened our dreams and ignited a spark that can illuminate even the darkest nights." Aurora nodded, her face aglow with happiness. "And we'll continue to share this magic every night if we can. Let Moonlight Hollow be a beacon for all dreamers, guiding them back home to their own aspirations." With newfound resolve, the group decided then and there that their songs and stories were far from over. Instead, they would continue to gather, weaving their dreams into melodies that would resonate throughout the village and beyond, becoming a part of the ever-growing tapestry of hope that was Moonlight Hollow, a place where dreams awakened under the tender gaze of the moon. As the villagers continued to cheer, the atmosphere buzzed with a shared excitement that seemed to ripple through the clearing. The energy felt electric, like the gentle crackle of magic woven into the very fabric of the night. Caelum looked around at the faces of those who had come to witness their celebration and felt the warmth of community enveloping them all. "Shall we create a tradition?" Alara suggested, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "A gathering by moonlight where we gather together to share our dreams and let the music guide us. We can call it the Moonlit Reverie." Lyra clapped her hands, her silver hair catching glimmers of starlight. "Yes, a night dedicated to the hopes and dreams of everyone in Moonlight Hollow. A night to inspire and uplift, where our voices can intertwine like the roots of the trees, supporting one another." Aurora's laughter bubbled forth, her heart swelling with anticipation. "We could invite each villager to bring their own stories, their songs, and their dreams to share. Imagine the tapestry we could create together. Each voice, each tale adding color and depth." Caelum stepped forward, feeling a rush of passion as he envisioned the unfolding of their new tradition. "We can hold it the same time each month, under the full moon, so that we can carry this dream forward. Each gathering can build upon the last, spreading the magic of Moonlight Hollow far beyond its borders." The villagers around them nodded eagerly, some softly murmuring their own ideas, while others began to suggest stories and songs of their own. The air became alive with creativity and the excitement of possibility. Families began to share their plans for the first Moonlit Reverie, discussing how they would contribute and what memories they would weave into this celebration. As they all began to wander away from the clearing, eager to spread the word, Caelum lingered for a moment longer, looking up at the moon. It shone brightly, seemingly smiling down upon them, bathing Moonlight Hollow in a silver glow. He felt a deep sense of gratitude for the night, the friendships forged, and the dreams awakened. The music had not only bound them together, but had sparked something deeper, a collective intention to embrace hope and creativity. "Let's start preparing for our first gathering," he called to his friends, determination radiating from him. "Let's write our own stories and share them. We can invite everyone we know, the farmers, the artisans, the travelers. Each tale will be a thread in our tapestry. Lyra nodded, her gaze determined. I will compose a special melody for the evening, one that captures the essence of all we have shared. It will be a song that welcomes everyone to join in. Aurora smiled brightly, her excitement palpable. And I'll prepare dream-infused pastries, just like the ones we made tonight. They can be a symbol of our shared hopes, something for everyone to taste and remember. Alara beamed as she stepped back into the circle created by their gathering. Together, we will showcase the vibrant spirit of Moonlight Hollow. Our voices will echo through the night, and we will remind everyone that dreams are meant to be shared. With a resolve that resonated with magic, they all joined hands in a final circle, their hearts beating in unison. To Moonlit Reverie, they chanted softly, a pledge to celebrate their dreams and the bonds they shared. As they broke apart, Caelum felt lighter than air, filled with hope and a renewed sense of purpose. The seeds of a new tradition had been sown, each promise carried upon the soft wind that danced through the trees. With every step away from that clearing, he sensed that Moonlight Hollow was destined to shine even brighter, illuminating the dreams and stories waiting to be told under the watchful gaze of the moon. And together, they would gather, their dreams reaching for the stars, united in their hearts as they crafted a legacy of hope and dreams shared. A timeless celebration that would echo through the ages as the stars sparkled above, twinkling like possibilities. Yet to unfold, Moonlight Hollow buzzed with a newfound energy, a promise of connection and dreams waiting to be shared. The villagers dispersed, laughter and excitement radiating from every corner as they spoke of the upcoming Moonlit Reverie. Caelum walked alongside Aurora, Alara, and Lyra, the path ahead illuminated by the silvery light of the moon. They shared ideas, brainstorming how each of them could contribute to the magical gathering. The air was rich with inspiration, and every step felt like an adventure yet to come. Underneath the lush canopy of trees, they decided to weave their thoughts into a plan. Let's meet tomorrow to finalize everything, Aurora suggested, her voice brimming with enthusiasm. We'll discuss how the evening will flow and what stories we each want to share. Yes, I can already hear the notes for the songs bubbling in my mind. Lyra added, her excitement bubbling over like the sweet pastries they had crafted earlier. Alara expressed her own eagerness. And I can gather the villagers to help create a beautiful space in the clearing. Perhaps lanterns and flowers to adorn the area. Something to welcome everyone into our dream-filled world. As they continued to walk, Caelum felt a deep sense of connection blossoming among them. Each friendship had been forged through shared experiences and dreams, and he knew that this gathering would only amplify that bond. The following day, the sun rose over Moonlight Hollow, casting a golden glow that felt like a warm embrace. The village came alive with the sounds of morning, the chirping of birds, the gentle rustle of leaves, and the soft laughter of children playing in the distance. The heart of the village pulsed with anticipation, the spirit of unity forging stronger connections with each passing moment. As Caelum stepped onto the cobblestone streets, he was greeted by familiar faces. Villagers gathered in small clusters, sharing their aspirations and excitement for what was to come. The energy felt contagious. Everyone was swept up in the current of unfolding creativity. "Have you heard about the Moonlit Reverie?" a mother asked as she tied her daughter's hair into a braid, laughter spilling from them both. "I can't wait to share my tale," another neighbor chimed in, setting the tone for the day. Encouraged by the buzz of enthusiasm, Caelum rushed to meet his friends at their agreed meeting spot, a large oak tree overlooking the park. Under its boughs, enchanted with dreams of the past, they laid out the plan for the upcoming reverie. They collaborated, discussing details of their contributions, excitedly imagining how it might unfold. Lyra would reveal her song, Alara would invoke her storytelling prowess, and Aurora would craft magical pastries that transformed into delightful tastes of their dreams. All the while, their voices blended seamlessly, each idea sparking new inspirations that flowed through the gathering. As preparations progressed, the community fully embraced the idea, with more villagers stepping forward to participate. Elders shared tales of their youthful adventures, while children danced in the grass, inspired by the names and stories flowing through the air. There was an air of joy and whimsy, with everyone eager to play their part. As the day turned to dusk, the clearing transformed into a sanctuary, adorned with shimmering lanterns swaying with the wind, flowers blooming in warm hues, and laughter echoing like music through the air. Each corner emanated an aura of warmth and hope, a testament to the collective dreams that had emerged, blossoming right before their eyes. As twilight deepened, Caelum, Aurora, Alara, and Lyra stood at the edge of the enchanting space, watching the villagers gather with anticipation, their hearts pulsating with excitement. The moon hung high, glowing like a guardian watching over their gathering. Feeling a gentle flutter of nerves, Caelum took a deep breath, letting the beauty of the evening buckle up his spirit. He held Aurora's hand, exchanging reassuring glances as the first notes of Lyra's melody floated in the air, beckoning attention. "Welcome to our first Moonlit Reverie," she announced, beaming at the gathering crowd, her voice powerful and confident. The hushed whispers and laughter transformed into heartfelt applause as the villagers settled down, eager to partake in the celebration of dreams. The air buzzed with anticipation, a moment suspended in time, where dreams intermingled under the watchful eye of the moon. As Caelum joined his friends in the center, the music began to swell, weaving a rich tapestry of sound that resonated within every heart present. In that moment, he realized that the reverie was not just an event, but a sacred space, a gathering where dreams intertwined and blossomed, igniting the spirit of Moonlight Hollow and beyond. And as they sang, danced, and shared stories, the magic of the night promised to echo for generations, a testament to the power of unity and hope, a celebration that would live on in the hearts of all who dared to dream.